Hi guys, Aniq here. Welcome to K2M Unboxing and Reviews. Today, we're going to be looking at Apple's two phones, the iPhone 14 and the iPhone 15. So we have them both here. You guys can see these are the backs of both. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead straight into the review. First major difference you see is that the back glass on the 14 is the glossier one, while you have the frosted black glass upon the 15. Another thing that you do notice is that the sides of the 15 are way thinner than the sides of, are not way thinner, but they are thinner than the sides of the 14. The 15 has titanium side rails, while this has the aluminum. If you look at the weight of both of them, I would say that the 15 is actually lighter than the 14. That's because I assume the titanium and the other things. They do still have that alternating, so the frosted's over here, you have the gloss, that gloss there. There is really no other difference except the main feature, which is the USB-C port upon the 15. The iPhone 15 now has a USB-C port, while the iPhone 14 does not. This still uses the old Lightning port. If we go into specifics, the screens accept the dynamic island. So over here, you have the dynamic island, while you still have a smaller notch upon the iPhone 14. Yes, you guys can see it right over here. The iPhone 14 also has the older A15 Bionic chip, while the iPhone 15 has a newer A16 Bionic chip. One of the main features within the 15 is that it has the telephoto lens, which is a 24 megapixel 2x zoom lens, and we've gone ahead and taken some pictures with both phones. You guys can see them up right now, and if you compare them both, the pictures do look really similar, except the ones on the 15, they're not as dark, where you can see a lot more of the light. It captures the light way better. And if you look at the 2x picture upon the 14, the 2x on the 14 looks a bit more pixelated because it's a digital zoom instead of using the new telephoto lens, which zooms in to the 2x with the camera itself. In my opinion, both take really good photos, but the coloring and the lighting on the 15, it just captures a lot more. The pictures just look more real. And the darkness that you see in the 15 just isn't there. You see like the actual colors of the time. It's a lot more bright compared to the 15. And if I do say, it's really interesting how such a small change was able to create pretty noticeable difference between the one generation of iPhones. And if I'm not wrong, the iPhone 15 actually has a little bit longer of a battery life compared to the 14, which is really useful, especially considering how it's just used. There is one thing I would say is that when you're using, which I've had the experience with using an iPhone 15, which as of right now, most people, they usually carry around lightning chargers. So if you do want to borrow a charger from, say, your friends mostly have iPhones, it's a little bit annoying to try and get a lightning charger, which really helps with, and the larger battery really helps with that, because you won't usually have to charge it as much in the whole day, and you can just keep on using it the whole day without charge. The iPhone 14, if you do still want to stay in the lightning ecosystem, and if you don't want to switch as of right now, maybe wait until there's more USB-C available, stuff like that. Or if USB-C really isn't just part of your whole setup as of right now, your computer and such, and it's just an iPhone and you just prefer the Lightning, the iPhone 14 is probably your most way to go. And like I've been saying, I feel like the main feature that you should be weighing in on both of these phones is really just how much do you really value the Lightning versus the USB-C port. If you do see yourself using the USB-C port more, maybe that $100 might be worth it in the long run. Whereas if you don't really see it, you could probably save a couple bucks and just get an iPhone 14, which is almost the same thing, where that's pretty much. Both of these phones, they look pretty good in black. I honestly really like the colors. I do prefer the color of the glossier one. It just gives it more of an iPhone feel in my opinion. But I understand the matte kind of, because it really helps you don't see any fingerprints here as much. There isn't really much else. A good takeaway is that the Lightning port is the most different. You guys have seen the pictures. The pictures of both are amazing. You guys can see them again right now. The pictures are honestly really good on both of them. In my opinion, there is more Lightning iPhone 15, making it slightly better than the 14. Still, both are completely amazing pictures, and I can assure you, you can probably go ahead and take those cinematic videos that Apple has been using and showing that recording on iPhone and stuff like that. That's all for today. So thank you guys for watching this video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and remember to hit the bell icon. Bye.